We're seeing a tremendous game here from the Cobra.
And the threes, they just dropped for him consistently. He was in a zone in that first half.
I'll say, this couldn't have been a more productive day for him from long range so far.
While we've got a moment, let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. And Milwaukee looking at who they've got. Scott is out there with the Magician. Then it's Greg Monroe. Then there's Scott, and it's Antetokounmpo in at the 3. James kicks to Love. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. And that's now 11 points for Love.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. Especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
To the inside. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
Nothing fancy there. Didn't need it.
Nope. His only concern right now, Clark, is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points.
I like the simplicity.
Well, there's also style just with the fact that he's able to have that kind of a finish, though. Still, I like that pretty one-handed flush.
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Nice shot by Smith. Fun watching Kevin Love. He can do everything on the offensive end, Clark. He's been that way really his entire career, going back to high school.
Yeah, his game is low to the ground, too. No explosive moves or dunks. He takes you on and beats you with skill. Good footwork, smooth shot, sharp passer, and an excellent IQ.
The dish now to Irving. And the Cavaliers call time here.
And Greg Monroe really has had a good young career despite playing out of position for much of it. He has the size and skill set of an agile center, but was made to play power forward in Detroit once they drafted Andre Drummond. And that took some getting used to.
Scott, the rim-rattling two-handed jam.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it, too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. I got a chance to hear what the Cavaliers head coach was saying to his team. The focus of the discussion was getting their offense to run through Love. Coach emphasized getting him as many touches as possible, saying he is going to be one of the guys to carry us the rest of the way. Coach was not wasting any time in altering their strategy here in the second half. And Kevin, he's going to have to hope those changes take effect quickly.
Thanks, Doris. We're talking about Greg Monroe, and Greg, you gave us a nice little synopsis. He doesn't have, Clark, the long-range jumper teams are now asking out of that position in this day and age in the NBA.
Yeah, more teams want that stretch power forward. He's not super athletic. Where he does his greatest damage is in the painted area, and there's still value in that.
Irving double team. Cleveland moving the ball around. They get the rebound. And Thompson throws it down.
Forget about finesse and agility. This big fella's all about power and force.
Launches it. And another three for Milwaukee.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
You're exactly right. Those come back to bite you every time, just like it's biting them now.
Kept alive. Love. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Nice job clearing some space out under the boards and setting himself up there for the putback.
And not just any old putback, Clark, but a big, big follow.
You know, Kevin, you can't be pretty, though, with those second chance opportunities. Just put it in the basket.
Smith kicks to Love. To the middle, here's Thompson, and down it goes, jamming that one home.
Check out the bounce.
Bounce to the ounce. Clark, how about that?
Yeah.
All right,
You
showing
said
him
it,
off
Kevin.
right there. Good move.
You said it, my man. He's a highlight reel waiting to happen.
And it's Smith penetrating, and that's out of bounds. Cleveland will retain possession. Down low. That's in, and the Milwaukee lead is cut down now to just 12 on the basket from Kyrie Irving. The Bucks have gotten 8 of their 11 shots to drop since the break. A great third quarter for them offensively. Scott Good.
You know, one aspect of their play today that's really been tight and far superior is their passing.
And that kind of flow can be elusive, but the great offenses have it, and that's just what they've shown here tonight.
Here's Steele. He trains the quick shot. Magician's got 8 points. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for Milwaukee.
Their defense has been outstanding, closing out on shots and blocking a few as well.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
That gives him his second 3 of the half with 3 total for the game.
The Cavaliers trail by 17. 1:02 left in the third quarter. Love with a wide open look, and they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. He's got 18.
First 3 of the half, second of the game. Can he heat up?
Scott can't get it to go.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D. Wow, that's a really smooth finish.
That's why we and they always love seeing him at the end of those breaks. He makes it look fun and easy.
Oh, and here we go. Irving's got it, the fast break chance. Here's LeBron, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk. Milwaukee leading by 10. Here's Steele.
Oh, wow.
It's a beautiful jam.
Punches it down with pop.
And rubs it in. It looks like a little deeper with the hanging finish.
I tell you what, they are not backing off at all, are they?
And the highlight reel replay brought to you by Kia. Good stuff on that Kia Slam Cam.
Cutting into the lead with a huge one-hand throwdown.
That's how to get your team back into it.
Yes, sir.
I tell you what, guys, that might also put a little spark into those guys.
Smith left side. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. Cleveland shooting their first free throws here for the night.
And taking a look at the numbers on the season, they've converted about 77% of those foul shots.
And they've made progress in that department from last season going into this one, guys. I mean, the numbers have improved.
And Thompson sends it back. Well, and we're getting underway here in the fourth quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things change up here. The Cavaliers trail by 11. Kevin Love out there with Tristan Thompson. Then it's Matthew Dellavedova. Then it's Kyrie Irving, and it's Smith in at the small forward position. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. They double-team Love. Smith outside. Wide open look. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. And it's 9 points for Smith.
And the deeper we get into this game, it seems like the more the offenses are in rhythm.
Without question. I mean, both of these teams are firing on full broadband bandwidth. I mean, full throttle ahead.
Irving kicks to Dellavedova. Another 3 for Cleveland.
And how about that for a response?
Well, it sounded as though, or at least it looked as though it sounded like, we'll give you a 3, and then we'll take it right back.
Here's Scott, and another 3 for Milwaukee.
Wow. What can you say?
Irving double team. There's the pick. Passes it to Smith. Again, the miss by Smith.
Well, I think he was surprised by how much space he had there and just rushed the shot a little bit.
Love kicks to Irving. Irving double teamed. Near the three-point line, it's Love. And again, it's Cleveland.
Great assist that time by Kyrie Irving.
We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. Steele passes to Scott. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
He's doing it all for them right now on the offensive side. No matter what the defense has done, they haven't been able to find an answer to stop him, and he's had an answer for every defense he's seen.
Nice game. Great performance by the Cobra.
He's dialed in from long range. They got to stay in his hip pocket and deny him the catch.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Thank you, Kevin. I got a chance to hear what the Cavaliers head coach was saying to his team. He let his players know that they've got to do a better job on defense. He said, they're scoring any way they want. We've got to show some pride here. Let's make a stand defensively, get us stops, and get on a run of our own. Do they have it in them, Kevin?
Thank you, Doris. Here's Love, and the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a three-point play.
They've gotten some good second chances here in the second half, and that kind of extra effort will go a long way into cutting into this deficit.
And that's sort of been the story here today, hasn't it?
The Cavaliers trail by 13. Outside Irving. Dishes to Love. And it's Smith. Oh!
You know, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult while they're trailing.
Yeah, but still, you know what? A magnificent move to the rim.
I tell you what, guys, I don't care what the score is. That's the play we're going to remember when this game is over.
Good, and the assist goes to James. And that's 13 points for J.R. Smith.
You know, he's knocking down his shots today, but it hasn't really translated to the scoreboard yet.
James with it, and there's a whistle that goes against Greg Monroe. That'll be his second foul of the game. It's LeBron with the drive.
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
Is he an athlete or what?
No doubt about it. It's almost as if he lives in the air, and dunks like that have become quite commonplace. Add another triple to their second half total.
They came out of the break just dropping bombs and just are not letting up at all.
Offensive rebound. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Antetokounmpo. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Cleveland moving it around. No one near Smith as he lets it go. And another three for Cleveland.
Man, that's sure got to be a load off his mind after not hitting a single three-pointer in that first half.
And that one's good. And the Bucks lead by 12.
Just dialed in from the three-point line in this fourth quarter.
Yeah, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they're putting a world of hurt on him with the triple. Flying high and throwing down the hard one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
And really, he does that one as well as anyone. Kev, you're right. That's like his signature move once he goes airborne. Just carrying the load right now offensively, guys. He is not wasting any chances.
From where I sit, Greg, it's a simple decision.
Oh, wow.
That's a beautiful jam. Here he comes, and there he goes.
Look at him punish that rack.
Check out the fellas. Check out his teammates over on the bench. So they are going crazy.
They just continue to splash home those threes. Eliminating the deep shot has to become priority number one for this defense.
Absolutely. You cannot allow a team to have that kind of a rhythm from beyond. And it's not often that one of your enforcers is also one of your best three-point shooters. But such is the case with J.R. Smith. Everywhere he's gone, he's played both roles. Sometimes to the team's benefit, but others to its detriment.
Greg, on the topic of Smith, you never know what his personality is going to bring to the game, or Clark, even the moment.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Moment to moment, it's an adventure. When the good JR is rolling, he's knocking down threes, playing solid D, creating havoc for the opponent. Bad JR is taking and missing wild shots, going to sleep on defense, and causing problems for his own team.
Yeah.
Feeling it. No doubt about it. He's definitely feeling it right now, shooting a terrific percentage from the field.
.115 left in the game. To the inside. It's deflected. Stolen by Monroe.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for the Bucks.
The sheer volume of three-pointers was the deciding factor tonight, it seemed.
Yeah, they sink one, Kevin, and then they do it again. It worked.
And now, on the year, this will take them to 28 wins.
And when you look back at this one, what an amazing performance this was for Scott. It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel. And they've just done a great job of keeping this crowd out of the game. And we're getting closer to victory. The crowd's getting quieter.
And there's not a whole lot for them to be cheering about anymore. I mean, their guys got it handed to them.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Cavaliers. Timeout called the Cavaliers. They're behind by 14. There's 38 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
Yeah, they can call all the timeouts they want, but really, I don't think it matters at this point.
Yeah, I'm ready to go home just like the players are. There's nothing they can do to salvage this one right now. Let's go. Get out of here. Game done.
Yep. He summed it up.
I was going to say, yeah, I don't think we need to comment after that.
Adios. And Fries slams it in.
Dellavedova is really good at finding his teammates.
Steal. Ozar grabs the board. Here's Dellavedova. He feeds it to Jefferson. And so it's the Bucks taking care of business.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Many thanks, Kevin. And now a chance to check out some of an absolutely astounding and historic night for him here in this game. He was simply unstoppable in what can only be described as a masterful performance. And folks, that's it for us. Thank you for tuning in. Always a pleasure. For